podcast special. Man.
Would you like a spot of tea?
Man. Dude, I would, and I think the sky is red, and it's probably below my feet.
I'm telling you.
I thought we talked about this.
It don't make a damn what somebody with an English accent says, bro. It sounds fucking intelligent. It sounds like it's the smartest thing you've ever heard in your life.
So is there
sucked into it all the time? Even if it's something I disagree on, by the time he gets done talking about it, then I agree with it because it sounds better than my country ass saying the shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, I hear you. And sometimes I gotta bring back my southern draw so I can appeal to a wider audience. I'm trying to talk
bro,
all smart, man. I'm trying to be biblical, bro.
You know, like the text where you push the button, and you say whatever you're gonna say in the text, like it won't even pick up what I say, bro. Like
what?
It don't
Siri don't listen to you.
Yeah, nah.
Oh my!
I'll be like, hey,
you better fire her.
How do you go this way? And they say, do you mean why is the cow gay? I'm like, no, that ain't what I said.
Dude, that's bad. That is so bad. Man.
That's why I wish I had an English accent, bro. So much I could accomplish in life with just that accent, dog.
You can actually learn their mannerisms, and you can obtain your own accent.
Bro, I've been trying. Every morning I wake up, I drink tea with my pinky up in the air.
No, listen. I knew this girl back in high school. She was from the UK originally, but she went to school here in Florida. I don't know, some rich white girl, of course. But getting back to the story. So when she was in high school, like in here, the States, she wouldn't have an accent. But then she would go for summer break, come back and have an accent. So
what?
Yeah, and like I was friends with her, and I was like, look, like, so pretty much like 9 months out the year you're gonna talk like you're a regular American, but you go leave for 3 months and come back and then you have this accent. Like, are you just putting on this accent like you're putting on some clothes? Like, are you just
she had it figured out. She knew she could be more successful.
Yes, and that's the thing too,
bro.
Dude, that English accent got her so far, bro.
Exactly.
Like, it got her far in like theater and stuff. Like, she was in all the like the high school productions, like the lead role and stuff, dude.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. But you know, it sounds like I got a cowboy boot stuck up my ass, dog. That's why I ain't got these opportunities like you got, bro.
Listen, dude, I can give you some like vocal training. Okay, that's all I have to do. We'll do it like 3 times a week on.
You're American too, dog. I'm talking about that UK hitter, dog. That influential voice, boy.
Well, that's why we got legit plays here, but he's very quiet tonight.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, right now I'm in a FIFA game. It's a bit intense right now. It's a bit intense.
Oh, are you playing a real person?
See, that makes me want to go download the game, dog. Like,
no, you cannot play no FIFA, dude.
Soccer.
He'll be calling it soccer.
Hey, let me hear your American. Can you do an American accent?
I can't do accents. Let me give it a go. I'm American.
Do my accent, bro. Do me.
Oh my God, this is gonna be good.
Do it, bro. Try it.
Howdy, y'all. I'm in
Oh no, bro had to say howdy.
Howdy, y'all. Oh my God.
Howdy, y'all. Let's all throw down.
Alright, here goes my English accent. Would you like a spot of tea?
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh my God, dude. You're killing me tonight, man.
Would you like a spot of tea, me fair lady? That's as far as I've gotten, bro.
God, man.
I swear, dog.
This is something else, man.
Listen to this is realest thing I'm ever gonna say, bro. If I had an English accent, dog, I would be balling, bro. I would rule the world, dog.
Yeah,
Bro,
in
just
the
go around
U.S.,
giving
I think he would get
spitting out
places.
advice, dog. You know what I'm saying? I see somebody doing something, I'd be like,
People
"You're
would
doing
just
it all
listen to you.
wrong, mate. I wouldn't do it like that."
People would just listen to you, man.
Exactly. Like when legit play starts talking, bro, we just shut up. You know what I mean?
Right, right. You got to tune in. We got to hear what's going on.
Right, because it's going to be way more smarter than what we're even thinking about.
Right.
All I gotta say, dog, is take care of that voice, bro. I'd be eating honey every day, dog. I'd be gargling pure spring water out of the mountains, bro. Hey, I'd have my voice on point, boy.
Man, I just can't believe how misleading this trailer was.
Man, y'all
It got
crazy
me-
if you think that's misleading, bro.
It's got me a little heartbroken,
Oh,
man.
come on, nah. That's it was misleading.
How?
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 It didn't show.
It went
I can't
around
really
pretty
say
much
how,
everything.
But it literally didn't show. Well, not show, but it didn't even give a hint of half the game.
Right.
It just showed the beginning, in my opinion. It showed like
It was
pretty
way
much the
too
beginning.
broad. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, way too broad. And by broad, I mean broad.
Yeah, like whole game broad. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, whole game broad. Whole game broad. Like,
I don't know.
it
I
was-
feel okay. So I want to play devil's advocate. I want to say like, I feel like it set it up a little nice. But besides that, like it really didn't bring anything to the table. And
Bro,
that's
that
how
trailer was fire, dog.
you thought it was fire.
Yes.
Nah,
Even though you've seen
Nah.
spoilers, you still think that's fire.
Yeah.
I don't think it was fire.
No, I
'Cause
don't
it's
think it
got
was
me
fire
thinking,
either.
like, some of that stuff I seen might have been like her markings. Her. I always thought after she had was beat up, that was after the attic or the
Right.
basement. But now some of this was looking like she's scarred up even before she. I don't know, dude. It kind of confused me a little bit.
But the thing is, I feel like they made this trailer this way to appeal. So they're basically showing the best parts. They're basically showing
Right.
Ellie Joel when they were young and stuff like that, etc., etc. So the game appeals.
Dude,
Well, they did the same.
I don't like the way they show, older Joel with Ellie. They show the interrogation scene, and then after that, I don't see any more Joel.
You see Joel walking. You see her walking away from Joe.
Yeah, I think that's got something to do with the whole.
Oh yeah. Well, I saw that, but
Ending. But
does
see,
that-
she's got a scar there too. Her eyes banged up on that part, I believe.
I don't
I
know.
thought she got all that was when she come up out of that basement. That's what I thought she got banged up.
I thought that personally, without watching any spoilers, I thought the trailer was trying to tell me that something happened to Joel. I don't know if he, something happened to him like serious, and there's only Tommy left. You know what I mean? And what I'm trying to get at here without saying anything. I don't know
You know
I don't know if that's what the trailer was insinuating, or if they were just trying to say there's been a rift that went in between the two and they're separated for the time being.
Well, on the first one, they kind of done that too with all the trailers. They always made it seem like you wasn't never going to get a play as Ellie.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's really not uncommon for them to do this. It's not like this is their first time trying to trick you on who you're going to play with.
Dude, what if we play with Tommy?
That would be dope.
Yo.
What scene I'm really interested in? Do you remember the reveal trailer where Ellie's like, I'm gonna kill every last one of them?
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah.
Joel walks into I want to know who she was talking about.
He's probably talking about I don't want to say too much with Spray on board, but she's probably talking about whoever was in that basement with her, bro.
Right. So I think this kind of like all goes back to my one theory I have. I don't even know if it's right, but something happens in Ellie's like love life, and that's what makes her want to kill every last one of them. I mean, what else could have what else could have her so fired up? You know what I mean?
What do you think?
Well, I was thinking something happens to Dina.
No.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard. You can't really talk a whole lot about it. Legit Plays probably knows if he's seen what I've seen, but with you not seeing the spoilers, it's hard to talk about everything.
That's
Yeah,
one
because
thing I don't like about it. It's because, like, it'd be so nice to be able to, you know, have all this speculation around what would happen, but there's people that already know what's gonna happen. So, you know,
Right.
for someone like me, it's like you either sound like an idiot or you have to sit on the sideline and say nothing. You know what I mean? It feels like a lose-lose.
I mean, you can still have fun. You know, you can still speculate on well, that don't really count for you because you ain't really seen a whole lot. So you
No.
can still play with this, play with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that goes back to what we were saying about, you know, like we could have made all this content about, you know, breakdown on this screenshot, breakdown on this trailer, you know,
Right.
working with what we had, and
Spoilers took that away from us,
yeah,
man.
it made it all irrelevant. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah. But we got like 39 days left or something.
I don't know. You've been counting them down.
It's coming.
Yeah, we got like 39
Coming quick,
days
man.
left. It's coming super quick.
I don't know. I want us to play with Joel for a bit. I want us to play with Ellie. I want to see some DLC content. There's a lot I want to see in this game.
I mean, we already know there's 3 characters we get to play with for sure.
3.
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh.
I
Uh-oh.
thought you said you've seen stuff, man.
Yeah, I have 3 characters. Oh, wait. I know 2. But I don't know the third.
Spray knows, don't you, Spray? You said
What? Are we talking about? Okay, so we have to obviously talk
playable
about
characters.
Ellie, Joel. Are we talking about Ellie, Joel, Tommy? Is that what we're talking about? No, we
it's
don't
not
get
Ellie.
the.
I know it's Ellie Joel, and then I know the other girl as well.
Right.
Go. No, I mean guy. Go.
Abby,
Done. And
Alan.
both. I don't. Oh.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. You didn't
I
even,
think you already knew that, though, Spray. You mentioned that to me, I think.
you didn't even give no warning, bro. You gotta give a warning shot, man.
Well, you know I'm spontaneous, dog.
I know you get those Coca-Colas and you don't know what to do.
Yeah, a couple Coca-Colas, a couple cigarettes, dog. I'll start letting it go, boy. Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all. This is end day.
I gotta head off.
Hey, legit plays. That's gonna be my intro, bro, on my breakdown video.
You said you're heading
Howdy,
out.
y'all. Welcome to my channel, boy. Hit the bell or I kick your ass.
Anyway, I gotta go. I'm tired.
All right, man. We appreciate you. We'll see you around, man.
All right,
See
buddy.
you, man.
Peace.
Get some rest, man. Wow. Wasn't that something, man?
What's that?
Plays said, howdy, y'all.
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious. He's got a sense of humor, dog.
Oh, yeah, that was good, man. Dude was just playing FIFA the whole time.
Yeah, I used to play a lot of Madden.
You were playing in those big $1 million tournaments, right?
I wish.
You were bum hunting, huh?
Definitely was bum hunting. How'd your factions go? Looked like your team was boo-doo, boy.
Oh my god, it's
Like, dude,
It's
there was
the-
one
it's the-
part where
the best and the
Every
worst
one of-
sometimes, man. It really is. Like, you know, you want to go into no parties because you want some slimes that are really easy. But then again, your teammates could just totally work against you. And that was a perfect example where I'm going a 1v4 while my teammates are playing around in the back of the map.
that's
Like,
what I was about to say. You were on the down shooting it out. Teammates was in the back, like getting dropped by like one guy.
no, the thing is there was 4 of them on the dam. Like, they were all, like, right next to each other, and, like, I would shoot one, and then he would just get revived, like, instantly. And so I had to fall back, because I got a hunting rifle. I don't have a Molotov.
So I was thinking,
a big
did
mess.
you see the part in that trailer where Ellie shivved that guy in the stomach, then in the neck? If you look at
the
that,
new trailer?
and then you look at in the new trailer, and if you look at that, and then you look at that factions leak, that is the exact same shiv move. So I think that little factions leak is true, bro.
Really?
It's the same. It's the same movements. It's the same. She shivved him in the stomach, then in the neck, and then that factions leak, stomach, neck. It looked all the same.
Wow. That's interesting. So that's like factions confirmed.
Right. At first, I didn't know if that was fake or what I was looking at.
Right.
But that looked exactly like that. Yeah, I've been having fun playing this Death Stranding, dude. Like, this is a good game, man.
Is it multiplayer?
No. There is other players. You get to use their stuff they leave behind, like their ladders and ropes and stuff. You can you can see if they
you can kind of. You said you could leave notes behind and stuff to help other players.
Right. But they did a really good job on this game, dude. I could definitely see why some people don't like it though, because it's a lot of hiking and delivering, but just the graphics, the soundtrack. It took me about 3 or 4 days to really get into it.
Right.
This is a good game.
Yeah, I was thinking a lot about what you said about trying to branch off into other games, but I don't really know if that's the right time right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until after.
Like, I really want to see this through.
Yeah, there's gonna be so much to do when that Last of Us 2 comes out.
I know.
You can do trophy hunts and.
Like, I just really want to be able to say that I gave this my 100%, you know?
Right.
So if sticking to one game while we wait this out is what's going to do it, you know, that's just how I'm going to roll.
And what I like about doing the Last of Us content, Last of Us already has a community, and a lot of times when they come across, these Last of Us fans come across your channel, they're gonna sub, man. They're gonna support you. That's what I do. If I don't care if you got 10,000 subs or 2. If you're doing Last of Us content, dude, I'll support it. I'll sub.
Right, but not everyone's like you. I wish everyone was like that.
Yeah.
But I'll have a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, most people don't want to subscribe to you unless you got 5,000 subs. It seems like.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing.
I'd rather support somebody on the come up, really.
Yeah, but you know, people don't want to support until they see the success.
Right.
I know, you know what I mean. It's like they don't want to support during the come up, the work it takes to get there. They just want to be there at the finish line.
If I can see they're making good videos and trying, I'll support that.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, have you seen any new memes of Last of Us?
No, I haven't really been searching too much. I don't want to see nothing else. So I guess there's so much out there that really I haven't even really seen that much. I've seen I guess what you'd call major spoilers. If that stuff's true, it ain't been taken out of the game.
Yeah, you've seen the major spoiler alerts.
I haven't seen too much about Ellie. Most of the stuff I've seen is about Joel.
Right. So you don't know what's gonna happen to Ellie?
No, I don't.
Wow.
No. I think I know some of the Dina situation,
Right.
but I'm not sure. I know she makes it out of the basement, or she may not even be in there.
Yeah, we're just not sure right now.
I know she's around after the basement part. I don't really want to talk about none of that, really, dude. 'Cause I don't want to. You know what I mean? I don't want to say.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
So you didn't like that trailer, or you just thought it was misleading?
Like, first impression, I really liked it. Right?
Did you see
like,
the end, bro, where she's like all bloody, her face is all. Dude, that looks so intense, bro.
Oh yeah, it reminded me of like the David situation, but like cranked up to 100. You know?
Right.
She just puts the machete or whatever in that guy's head over and over. That's crazy.
Whatever it is, it looks like she's on top of the situation.
Right.
You know, that could be. I don't know if she's in a fight there or if she's trying to help somebody. I don't know what she's doing.
Looks like she's fighting for her life right there.
Yeah, she's definitely leaking. Blood everywhere. Like a cut on her head or something.
Like, I'm just looking at the screenshots now. It's just like, you know, you almost feel like you're there.
Dude, it's so intense.
Like, I'm just looking at the bruised up Ellie with the sweatshirt on after the scene. Just like with Tommy, it's just like, I feel like I could be sitting on that couch, bro. It's like wow.
Her rage and that lust for vengeance, like, they really honed in on that, dude.
Alright.
Like, you can tell, like, she's definitely on a path for vengeance. It's gonna be a good game, man.
So I figured out who that voice was at the end. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah, who do you think that is?
I heard it was Marlene.
I don't know about that.
You don't think so?
I think he killed her.
I thought
her in the head, didn't he? I mean, he didn't show it.
I thought he killed her, but maybe Joel like wimped out.
Shot beside her or something?
I'm thinking maybe he shot like something that could have been non-fatal.
Yeah, maybe he shot beside her, like beside her head or something.
I don't know.
Shot, like,
it's so. Yeah. I don't think he shot beside her. Like, I thought he definitely shot her.
But see, with them not showing it, they could take that anywhere.
Yeah.
That was actually smart of them to do that. They could take that anywhere now.
Right. Yeah, it could.
Just assume she died.
Right. But at the same time, I don't know. Joel just seemed like he was in savage mode. Like he was back in the Tommy days, bro. Like after he lost Sarah right there.
Right.
Like he was. I don't know. He looked stone cold. He probably was able to take out Marlene no problem. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I don't know.
Took out the whole Firefly army, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If something crazy happens to Joel, dog, it's gonna have to be more than a one-man army, bro.
Dude, and that's the thing. Like, how are you gonna justify, you know, killing off Joel? Like, how are you gonna do that? Like, after all that he's been through, I feel the same way for Uncharted, Nathan Drake. Like, after all the crazy like things that he's already survived, how are you going to give something that's going to be able to kill this man? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what are you going to throw at this that's going to justify him dying? Like, but
yeah, I didn't think he didn't die though, did he?
No.
That's what I'm saying. That game's like more lighthearted. I didn't really think he was going to die.
Well, there were certain points in the game where it's like he's down and out. Like, he's hanging off a cliff and he's like,
right.
you know, just you name it, you know, like what he had to get out of. I don't know if you played the second game. He's like hanging off a cliff. He's hanging off a cliff on a train, like I don't even know, like in the Swiss Alps or something.
Right.
And somehow he's able to get all the way up back onto this cliff, and once he gets off, like the whole caboose just falls down. And if he was on there, he would have fell to his death. But somehow at the last second, he was able to, you know, get off of it. So like after he pulls like the rabbit out of his hat with something like that, how are you just gonna say, oh, you know, Nathan Drake just gets shot down, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting at? Like after Joel is like severed in half, falling from 2 stories in that hospital, like, and he's somehow didn't get like his stomach punctured or his kidney ruptured or something
all the way across the country.
Yeah, like how are you gonna just do something like a one-off where he gets interrogated and dies, right? Like he gets pulled over by an enemy group and he's dead. Like how is that gonna work? It don't make no sense.
What I was thinking, it'd probably be something like saving Ellie from a pack of clickers, or like something that would justify, you know what I mean? Something like him sacrificing himself for her.
Oh, so you're more saying like, you remember in The Walking Dead where the way they justified Glenn's death is like he saved everyone, but he got torn apart?
Glenn?
Yeah.
He got his head bashed in.
Oh, are you serious? One of them got like torn apart.
I remember T-Dog got torn apart, like at the prison.
Cause like one of them one saved like all of them, but he got like torn apart because of it.
I don't remember.
I thought that was Glenn. I guess not, but
he got pushed his head in.
All right.
What season? Do you remember what season you might be talking about?
It was after the prison. It's probably
I've watched about all of them.
It's probably like the 5th season. Right. But anyways, that's what I'm kind of saying, where you were on the same page with that. Like, it would have to be for like the greater good, you know?
Right.
And it would probably be a situation with clickers or a bloater or something, man, where there's like a giant pack of them, and you know it there's no Ellie immunity, so it's a one and done. Like he wouldn't go out like you know, turning, you know what I mean? He would definitely go out fighting and then like just be like,
or why does he even got to die? Why is that? You know, why is that an option? Like, why can't he just...
Because we gotta. I'm trying to be prepared for what could happen, so I don't get surprised. You know what I mean? I rather have my own scenarios built in my mind. So when I get to cross that bridge, I'd be like, all right, well, if this does happen, I'll respect that, but I feel like you should have done this another way.
Right.
Yeah, it would be really stupid for them to take that direction, especially with getting their HBO show.
Yeah, how do you think that's going to go? You think that's going to be Joel and Ellie, or going to be some other characters? Or...
It'll be Joel and Ellie to start with, but it's definitely going to branch off quick.
Right.
Yeah, it's not going to be like a reiteration of the game. It's probably just going to be it's going to be a Westworld where they just show snippets of, like, you know, like when The Last of Us started, like the game started.
Right.
And it's going to show like outbreak this, outbreak that, yada yada. and I feel like it's gonna give just like a brief preface, but besides that, you're gonna be right in that thing.
I was wondering how they was going to go with it because for the people playing the game, we've already seen the start of it.
Yeah. So what are they gonna change it up?
What we haven't seen is the 20 years of Tommy and Joel. That would be something I would be interested in watching and definitely playing.
They're not gonna do that for us.
Yeah, I know. I don't think
If they did, it'd be
show.
awesome.
If they did, it'd probably be in the game, not the show.
Right. Yeah, it'd definitely be in the game. Yeah. Dude, I mean, if they're gonna make a knockoff show, why did it have to be an HBO show? Why couldn't they have brought something to the big screen?
Like
Than the Last of Us movie.
Yeah.
That's what we really needed to see, dude.
Well, that's kind of like a one and done, though. I'm all right with a series.
Hmm.
And maybe, I don't know if they could fit it all in. Hour and a half movie. But it's a big story to tell, man. There's so many directions they could go with it. I would even like to see Ish pop up in the series.
Dude, that would be so
I want
cool.
to know I want to know what's up with Ish, bro.
Yo, oh my god, I wish I remembered his name, but they did that in The Walking Dead too. Like in the beginning, they had what's this guy's name? Was it like Marlon or something like that? Morgan, was it Morgan, the black guy who was like right in the beginning? You know, Rick meets him, and then right out the blue, he pops up.
Yeah.
Dude, if they were able to do something like implement something that like that with Ish, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, dude! If they could get into that type of altercation where they're like at a standoff, you got Ellie and you got Joel and you got Ish and you got the wife of those kids or whatever, and they're like, what's your? Joel's like, what's your name? And he goes, Ish, dude. Like, I'd be dead. Like, I'd be so dead, dog.
Yeah, because we find all of his letters. We see, he's a survivor. He puts his little camp together. He's got his rules, and then something happens.
I mean, and to do all that and just die, like, that gets to the point I was saying. It's just like, there has to be more to that story they're trying to tell. Like, I don't think it's a one-off. It'd be so, if a guy's able to put together a whole like facility like that, pretty much like a Jackson, right?
Right.
There has to be. He's probably still out there.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Definitely still out there because he made it to the town. Find one more letter, so we know he made it out of the sewers.
Yeah,
right?
we know he made it out of the sewers.
Right. So
but right after that, we meet up with the sniper boy, so we don't know how far he made it.
Exactly.
They're in the Firefly territory out of nowhere.
Maybe he's behind the fence watching the whole thing go down.
That'd be so cool.
Like if they made a DLC with Ish and it flashes back that part and you see Joel zigzagging.
You could see Joel and Ellie and what, Lil Sam or whatever, and you're like right behind the fence and you're like sneaking out the back.
Right, yeah.
Dude, that'd be so cool. I wish they'd do stuff like that, man. It's just like Naughty Dog's this big dinosaur. You need to get the ball rolling.
No. It's almost like almost kind of like they want the drama, bro.
Yeah, that feeds into what I was saying about like maybe this is their just master plan for publicity.
I mean, what other writers?
It's a big publicity stunt.
It's always something that seems with him, bro. Like, what other writers do you can actually talk about? with drama. It's always him, bro.
Who? Drucky?
Neil. Yeah, Neil Druckmann.
Drunkman. That guy, man.
Man bun vegan, bro.
Man bun, California, vegan. We play games not for fun. That's what he said. We don't make games that have fun.
I don't understand what that means.
We make games to tell a story.
Oh,
It doesn't have to be fun.
I mean, that's fine too, but if I want to watch a movie, I'll watch a movie. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, I don't know. My idea of playing a game is like I want to escape and I want to have fun.
Right.
So.
Man, they did a good job in the first one. I know that. That had me completely on the edge of my seat, dude. Like, after that intro was so sick with the scores and the news broadcast. I was like, oh my god, this is about to be bad.
Yeah, that intro sucks you in.
I'm curious how this intro is going to be. I don't know if they can top that, dude. That intro is legendary.
Yeah, what would they do for an intro?
I was thinking maybe like flashbacks or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like that would probably be the only way to do it.
But that also seems so
Or,
simple.
you know, it could they could just like start at a scene.
Just
you know,
don't even have an intro. Just boom, come right on in.
Yeah, they could just like do like some type of cutscene of something, and
Maybe
like
walking down to Jackson.
yeah, like an area we've seen before, but we haven't played. Like, you know, right when the game ends, when Ellie's like, what happened back there? And Joel's like, nothing. We found out that there's other people that are immune. What if we saw some type of clip that's like that comes after that, and then it jumps into something we didn't see after that? That's what I think would probably happen.
I just don't know if it'd be something as simple as that, because they went through a lot for that intro. Like, they actually got with some type of college and they grew the spores and they slowed down they videoed the growth of, I mean, if you watch the making of The Last of Us 1, they tell you how they come up on started doing that intro, and they put a lot into it. Like, they got with a university, they started looking into those spores and cordyceps and stuff, and fungus on mushrooms, and they did the time lapse of it, and they grew it. I mean, they got scientific, bro.
They were ballers.
Them just doing a flashback or them walking in, that may be too simple for them. They may, you know what I mean?
It might be. I can see what you're saying.
But then again, nothing wrong with that neither. Like,
yeah,
I'm just curious on like what that intro is going to be. That loading screen, that main screen too.
That loading screen. You're stuck on that loading screen, man.
How we got the window for this one. Maybe the next one's a guitar or something. I don't know.
It's gonna have to be good though.
Yeah.
This whole game's gonna have to be good, dude. Like, think about it. This is all we've been wanting for ever. I mean, personally, we've been talking about this, just you and I, for 10 months. We've been waiting for this for 10 months.
Right, we've been playing Factions for like a year. That's how we met, bro. It was like playing Factions.
Yeah. I was playing Factions. I was coming back to the game right when we met. I was only playing for like 2 or 3 matches. I hadn't played since PS3 Factions, and I was like, now I'm gonna try to get back to this game because it's releasing a new one soon. And then I got sucked back into all this Last of Us universe, and then to figure out all this drama's going down. And
when was the last time you played the story? You just played it a month ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Are you going to play it the day of? I was thinking about streaming it, like 5 or 6 hours before part 2.
Legit Plays was telling me that I should play it like one more time, like the week of, to like brush up on stuff.
Exactly.
I thought that was a good idea, but I don't know how I would do it. Like, I don't know if I could just do like one long live stream to like play all the way through it.
Dog. I did it. Like, you know, I got that 6-hour run I did on Easter Sunday. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I just don't know. That might be brutal for me.
But at the same time, I had fun. I have fun playing it, so it was like it was kind of. Once I got like to Henry and Sam, got to the winter section, then it started becoming like, oh man, I got how much longer?
Right. Yeah. See, by the time you get to Henry and Sam, you're like, is this over yet? You're starting to get.
Whenever I do play it, like Billstown's about where after Billstown or so, that's about where I cut it off at or save it, or I can make it to there, and then I'm like, all right, I need a break. But,
yeah, I'm gonna have to do something like that. I just don't know what format I should do it yet. I don't know if I should just. I should probably just keep doing like.
Well, you can play it in parts, man.
Yeah, I should probably just do like I could just put it in the background while I podcast. Just play it in the background.
Or you can do it in character sections too. You know, play up until you meet Bill, and then play up until you meet Henry and Sam. Up until you meet Tommy, then meet David, and then back to you and Ellie.
Right.
So many ways you could break it down in.
Yeah, that's the easy part, breaking it down. What the harder part is just figuring out what's gonna get the most attention. You know, whether just making like videos on my last playthrough before the new game, or like doing live stream right before. I think the live stream would do more. But I would want to do like a nightly live stream of like, all right, this is the part I'm playing through tonight, this is the part I'm playing through the next day. Make them like 30 minutes or like 45.
What I thought about doing was like a week before it come out was do like character recaps. Like do a video of like starting with Sarah, all her cutscenes, the house scene, like a Sarah recap, and then Tess recap, and then Robert, Marlene, you know, just kind of recap all the way up to the end, and that will close out that chapter.
Right.
Start The Last of Us 2, you know what I mean?
Oh, we went all over the place in this podcast. It's just been here and there.
Yeah.
Man, but I really appreciate whoever tuned in, man, because I feel like we broke down some good stuff. If anyone's interested in seeing the last playthrough before we go on to the new game, let me know in the comment section, because that's probably something I'm going to end up doing. And if I should just...
people may be searching this up, too, come the week before.
Yeah, so...
Listen, what I'm hyped on, too, is this Ghost of Tsushima, dude.
Yeah, I wanted to talk more about that. I think before I end it, I want to talk about, you know, the future of this channel and maybe your channel in particular, because you have more of a head start. You have more of a head start than I do. If we can start, you know, like playing like a game a month, like each month, like make it a new game, make it the trending game. You know, I feel like we could build on that.
There's not a whole lot that I just cannot. I mean, I like third-person story games. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like the Red Dead, The Last of Us, Grand Theft Auto. It's a kind of open world, but it still tells a story. It's in third person. I played Shadow Colossus, Detroit, Becoming Human. Like, it's got to have a story in it. I don't play Call of Duty. You know, just shooter games. I got to get sucked in. That's like this Death Stranding. It's got a story. It's third person. That's what I enjoy playing. So that's what my channel's going to be, man.
Just third person games.
That's coming out, dude. I'm hyped
dude,
on that.
I wanted to ask you about that. you know, you're a fan of the skate. You know, you skate in real life, but EA won't make another skate game because
That's insane, dude.
they're all about profit, and
Right.
they're thinking that, you know, it's too much of a niche market where, you know, it'll sell, but it's only gonna make, for them, it's only gonna make them like a couple
But-
million when they're trying. They have the FIFA, and they got the Madden. They want to make hundreds of millions. They don't want to make 5 million.
They
You
do
know
the
what I
same thing with Fight Night. They don't make no more Fight Nights. They make the UFC, which I think they're fixing to make. They're going to be making another UFC. But Skate 3 and Fight Night, like that Skate 3 still has a huge following. There's still people that their channel on YouTube, you can look this up, is strictly Skate 3.
Is it
all
like
they
Skate 3 mods and stuff?
I mean, you just have to look into it, but it's just them trying to beat their high score.
Right.
And doing trick points and seeing how far they can ollie, but people are still doing it, dude. They need to make another Skate. They need to make another Fight Night.
I know.
Fight Night was
Skate
huge. I
2
love
is
that
where
boxing game.
they pretty much just took LA and, you know, made it like verbatim.
I mean, they made I think, I forgot who makes, the Tony Hawk,
Neversoft.
Neversoft, right.
I
That did pretty good.
liked on PS3 my first game. My first game wasn't Skate. My first game was Tony Hawk Proving Ground.
Yeah. I
And
remember when
I had a bunch of fun on that game. You could get off your skateboard. It was pretty much just like Skate. And then there was all these creative maps all over the country. And you could like go to museums and like skate all over the museums, and you know, you were in like a NASA museum, like there's like rocket ships everywhere you could skate and grind over. It was zany, but it was fun. It's a bunch of fun.
Yeah, I remember
And
playing Skate, I think, or Tony Hawk, I think it. When did Tony Hawk come out on PS2? The first one, or was it PlayStation 1?
PlayStation 1.
Yeah, dude, I was so much in love with that, dude. I used to stay up hours playing that, dude. Like, that game was so fun. That first Tony Hawk was a hitter, bro. And when
I
that
know.
Skate came out, it was like more realistic. Tony Hawk's kind of like arcade-ish.
Yeah,
Dude,
definitely.
like, I don't understand why for the life of me they won't make a Skate 4. Like, that's insane. Especially skateboarding as big as now than it's ever been.
Well, people
skateboarding is
are
huge
saying
right
that. People always tweet out to EA. They're like Skate 4, but
Right.
they'll
Maybe
never
for
do it.
PS5, but this Skate XL looks pretty good.
The Skate XL looks good, but
It's not Skate.
they even got like the Staples Center and stuff like that in it. But from what it is right now, like, you know, I don't see like any pedestrians, or I don't know, like the world just seems like
yeah, I didn't see it
super.
either.
It looks super
Boring.
empty. So
Well,
I think it needs a little finishing touches on it.
And they have some real legendary spots in that XL too, like the downtown, the LA courthouse. That's like real popular. But maybe in the final game, the final version, I did see that trailer. And I think in that trailer there wasn't no pedestrian. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, there was like no
Right.
one at all. It was
They're
like
just,
abandoned.
playing. Yeah, right. But it looked pretty good. It looked decent, bro. Like I'm gonna get that game. I'm gonna play it. I gotta try it.
Yeah, I think we should try it.
But the only thing that I'm really looking forward to is that Ghost of, and then
Ghost of Tsushima.
right, and then that Skate XL. And I thought I seen something else that looked pretty interesting. I may have to go back and look. I can't remember what it was, but we may get somebody. We're going to get a lot of good games for the PS5. I think, you know. And
Yeah.
they're working. Are they working on a new Grand Theft Auto? Right.
They are, but it's gonna be a while.
Right.
It's gonna be
When that
quite
file
a
gets
while.
kicking.
We haven't had a Grand Theft Auto in so long. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out on the last generation consoles. They sold them again on this current generation, and we're about to have another new generation. We're about to have the PS5 and the Xbox One X or whatever, X series. So
Another game.
what are they gonna sell the GTA 5 for a third time? They need a new one.
Right. Another game that I was really looking forward to, like, was that Hellblade, but then I come to find out that that's just going to be on the new Xbox. Like, that almost has me wanting to buy an Xbox just to play that game. I'm a huge Hellblade. I don't know if you played Hellblade or not.
No.
It's sick. It reminds me a lot of God of War. You can see a lot of God of War, the new God of War in Hellblade. God of War was a great game too. I'm pretty sure they're going to make another one of them. That was a really good game. Did you play God of War?
No.
Oh my god, you didn't play God of War, bro? You missing out, boy.
That's pretty much like a Dark Souls.
But man, you got to play God of War. That story's good. The gameplay is good. Like the fighting, everything, the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
That game's great.
Man, it's getting late here. Well, I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Yeah, I'm wrapping it up. You know.
Yeah, if you made it this far and you want to sub to me, it's just end day.
End day on YouTube. Check me out. I'm in his subscription box. He put me in. All right.
The last spray.
The last spray. Deuces.